Welcome to the treasure room.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Prepare for vault door opening.
And away we go, everybody. Hello and welcome. Put a 1 in the chat if you can't see and hear me. Sorry for the late start, everybody. I was all excited. I was rested. I was ready to play. And then, boom, my Fallout 4, I guess, had updated at some point when I was installing a bunch of stuff and then completely destroyed my entire playthrough. So I couldn't load it. It just kept crashing over and over again, that game right there. Just kept crashing over and over and over and over. So I had to say, crap. So I went and disabled all of the mods. Then it was still crashing even with no mods. So then I had to uninstall Fallout 4, and I said, you know what? Screw it. I got a list of mods. I'm just going to uninstall them all. So I just deleted every mod, all Fallout 4, deleted everything out. I still have on my saves, so that's good. Of course, I have them synced up to Steam on the cloud. So I then installed Fallout 4 again, and I just painstakingly for the last, let's see, 3.5 hours or 4.5 hours. For the last 4.5 hours, I've been troubleshooting it and miraculously got it to work. It was not easy because there were some of them in there that was causing them to crash, so I just deleted those out. And finally made my way into Fallout 4, and we don't have to start again. That's the main thing I was working on, is that we didn't have to restart the entire playthrough again. So I think we're okay. We'll see. I kind of jumped around a little bit. I made sure that I could, do all the stuff I had set up, or at least most of it. We'll have to go through and check. And I know some of you out of there would have sat there for 4.5 hours and watched me try to solve the problem, solve the riddle that is mods. This is the thing that takes the longest, everybody, is getting your mods to be compatible with each other. And then, of course, when they come out with a new version, they're just like give the community the big finger and then just like cause all their mods to break. And they don't give you the option to just go in. Like 7 Days to Die is brilliant because you can go in and you can just choose a previous version if you want. But Fallout 4 does not do that. Fallout 4 just says, well, screw you. That's basically their take on it. Well, too bad. Sucks to be you. And so they just completely hose over the mod creators. Now, a lot of these mods haven't been updated in a while, though. And I had a few in there that it didn't really ask me for, but I put in there anyway. Now, one of the things about a lot of these mods, everybody, is the way that you launch the game, the way you launch Fallout 4. Because a lot of the features will not show up unless you launch it through the actual script extender, which I'll talk about. We'll get into that here in just a second, how I fix this problem if you are having this problem. So I said, you know what? Instead of trying to roll back and do all of that, I'm just going to fix it for the latest version so I don't have to do that anymore. And so that's what I did. And I went in and just had it tell me, hey, you're missing these mods. And then I went through and I added the mods in the order in which it asked for. So I thought I'd just do that. And so I was adding those in and then I would launch it to see if it launched. Okay, it launched. And then I would add more. And then I'd launch it to launch. Okay, launch. And then I added one, which is the one that allows me to teleport from anywhere. And that one, it does not like. And a few others, it does not like those. So I didn't put those back in. I just like, screw it. I'll just walk out of Vault 81. I'll just have to walk out. That's fine. That's fine because I had, that's a really cool mod though, because you can teleport straight out of Vault 81. You can teleport out of certain locations. But that's okay if I have to walk around. But I did get the bulk of them working and I got the modern version of all of those ones, which is very important. And the cool thing is when you're using like a mod manager, it will automatically organize it for you. So you can turn things on and off and you can test it. Okay, which one is it crashing? Okay, let me turn this last one I just added in. Is it still crashing? Okay, stop crashing. Okay, if it stopped crashing, then it's probably that mod. And you know, we're just adding mods for flavor. We're adding it to add to the story of the Rise of Tycoon Empire. If it's having issues, I'm just going to get rid of it. But so I'm now on the latest version of Fallout 4 and I got it to work. So it's good. As you can see, I am in there and I still got all my manufacturing and all of that stuff. And actually, it seems like it's working better than it was before. So again, I made sure I had all the dependencies and all that stuff. And I was able to re-enable all of my survival stuff where I'm able to go into the menu and I can save and quick save in the menu. And I've also got the mod configurator, which we'll talk about here in a bit and how I got all that stuff to work again. I won't spend 4.5 hours telling you how to get it done, but I did get it done. And again, this is the biggest drawback to mods is that compatibility and spending all that time and whatnot. Now, another thing that I did, and I'll show you here in just a bit when I go in right over here, is I updated my mod spreadsheet to reflect that I last tested them today, which is funny because I started putting 128, but then I've been doing it so long, it's actually 129 now, or January 29th, if you don't know what 1 stands for. And I also just added a column that says, hey, which ones have been updated lately, the ones in green, and the ones in red haven't been updated for like a year. So that also tells me if those ones are potentially having that issue. But I did find 2 that were having a problem. The active quest HUD one, even though that one was updated in December, it kept saying, hey, this one's going to cause an issue, this one's going to cause an issue. If it's going to cause an issue, or even if it's saying it's going to cause an issue, I just like, nah, I'm out. I have another one that was like save the, oh wait, no, I think it was the save one. Yes. No, the unlimited fast travel one worked. I got that one working. Never mind. Let's switch that. So I had one that would enable the save menu, but then I realized I had another one, which was a more modern one that's been updated, the unlimited survival mode. And that one got updated in December on the end of September. So that one's actually better than the one that I had before. So that's the one that was causing a crash because those two mods do basically the same thing. So I don't even need that mod. But no, I did get the unlimited fast travel working by adding that one last. Again, I completely removed everything. I went scorched earth, everybody. I said, I had taken all Fallout 4 completely out. I'm taking every mod out. I just deleted them all completely off my machine and then re-downloaded them one at a time. And then said, does it work? Yes. Okay. And then download the next one. Does it work? Yes. And then, of course, I have some Creation Club stuff as well. Great example is my armor that my character uses. I'll go ahead and get him out of his power armor here. We'll get it in the main screen here in a second, everybody. But one of the things that I absolutely love, and I'd actually like to get one of these done in real life, everybody, maybe one day, is the fact that my particular character has Vault 45 on the back because that's my vault. I claim it. It is mine and mine alone. Right there, Vault 45. And so it's really cool. This is actually from the Creation Club that you can get. And once you put that in, it is always on. So when you go into a playthrough, that playthrough is going to have it, at least if you turn it on in the Creation Club. And again, I can go in into the Creation Club like this. Now, again, they have a whole new interface for the Creation Club, but you got to be out of your playthrough to see that. And you can see that it will show all the mods that I have. I have crazy tons of them in there for various things, which we'll talk a little bit about when we get to that. But the most important thing is the way you launch it, right? If you launch it correctly, then you'll get like the mod configuration menu and you'll get your mods to load correctly. If you just launch Fallout 4, some of them will work and some of them will not. And I'll show you how to add it to Steam and all that kind of easy stuff. Easy stuff to do once you know how to do it. And again, since I am playing in the survival mode, I did re-enable the ability to save and all that stuff. Because normally you got to find a bed or something like that to save in. And I've already done those playthroughs multiple times. We don't need to do that all over again. It is fun to make it harder, but not necessarily have all those other downsides. And I'll show you how to go in and also configure that mod to put stuff back in the game, or just put a few things back in the game and whatnot. Like one of the things I might turn on tonight is the ability to just have the ammo not weigh anything, because it's really obnoxious when you're micromanaging that ammo all the time. This way you just keep all the ammo on you and then you're good. But that is a tough part about survival mode, is worrying about your ammo just weighing you down all the time. Very cool. And of course, I'm at my mega build here at Sanctuary. You can see I'm up so high that I'm over there. You can see Vault 111 down there. And I had to re-enable my height, removal of the height restrictions and all that other stuff, which we'll get into. So we got it going, though. So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here. Look at this. See, that was like 9 o'clock. I had that thing all ready to go. Yeah, it did not want to launch my Fallout 4. It was completely crashed out. Wiz coming in, showing some love as well. Rotisserie G, what up, what up? We got Paul in there. Yeah, it's broken. Yes, Paul saying, oh, squirrel. Tech problems, that never happens. Oh, man, that happens every single day. Every single day I start stream. Here's what I do at the end of the stream, but I'll close things down. Oh, I forgot to put myself as live on Discord. I'll remove myself as live on Discord if I remember. Sometimes I forget. And things of that nature, right? And I'll stop all the streams and whatnot. And then I just basically shut my machine down, and that's it. And then I'll turn it on and, get it ready for the stream, and stuff will be broken. I mean, I have done nothing. It's not like I was using the machine after the stream or doing anything. I just shut it down, turn it back on, boom, everything broken. It's like always some sort of technical something. And it's just really the length of how many hours I'm going to have to spend to fix whatever that technical problem is. And I, at my age, everybody, I just try to find workarounds because I don't have that much time left in life. I don't want to spend too many 8-hour sessions fixing stuff. But I think it's worth it so I don't have to restart this playthrough. And now I have the most modern version. So I guess it all works out in the end. It was worth the effort and investment. So yeah, what up, Paul? Yeah, bringing that Kismet Love Train, Dragon Wolf, bringing that hype. Thank you very much. And thank you for that good luck wish there, Paul, because actually, I think that helped. I think we got it going because of that. Hype. There we go. It's alive. Yes, the stream lives again. There you go. Paul coming in, showing some love. Now, again, I didn't really have any problem with, because I go in and I check all my microphones and cameras and all that stuff before I start. But I didn't really have an issue with that. It was really an issue with the inability to launch Fallout 4. And again, you guys could have watched me go for 4.5 hours of removing Fallout 4 and putting it back in and then putting in one mod at a time and testing it. That's not very entertaining for anybody, not even me, and I'm the one doing it. Yeah, Tab bringing in that love trade as well. Paul said yes, bringing in that hype. We got a bunch of ones. Let me know that everything is working. Thanks everybody for those ones in the chat. The mighty TDK coming in. What's up, TDK? Say, hey, Kismet chat. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. I am doing well, Notorious TDK. How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Oh, look at that. 8 times combo. Notorious TDK put it in there as well. Very cool. Yes, boot order matters. That's very true. Is the mod spreadsheet updated? Yes, I just said that. It's updated. You can go check it out on my Overseer spreadsheet. I'll throw that in the chat over here. Where are you at, Overseer? There you are. You're welcome to go check it out. It is, it's got a tab at the bottom. It says F4-Ultimate Modded Playthrough. And you can see I took a bunch of stuff. I also have a bunch of screenshots, which I'll show you all this here when we get in my other screen. We'll get into all of that. That's Mr. On You. Bring that love lurker train in. Appreciate it. Just Booley coming in said, hey there. Hello, Just Booley. Thanks for coming and hanging out. There you go. Yes, I did see your thing of your spreadsheet for PAX Day or whatever it was that you were saying it was. Remember that I get those notifications on my phone, so I see them. But remember, I'm a busy guy because I'm spending 4.5 hours fixing my Fallout 4 instead of, doing other things. So there you go. So remember, I'm a busy guy. So yes, I did see it. I didn't actually open up the spreadsheet or anything like that. Again, I don't have time. I got to do all this other stuff. You're doing well. All right, good to hear that, Tourist CDK. All right, awesome. Very awesome. Hey, Mark West, what's up? Saying hi to everybody. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you, Mark. All right, I think we're ready to go, everybody. Okay, let's talk a little bit more how I fix this, and maybe it'll help you if you have an issue and you want to move to the most modern version of Fallout 4 as well. So here we go. Oh, I forgot. Hold on a second. Whenever you restart the machine, it changes all my stuff. Yeah, I put my music back on again. Okay, we gotta put all this down. We gotta take the radio out, effects down, voice all the way up, effects way down, footsteps way down. Gotta redo the thing. I have not played Fallout 4 with the music ever. And all the time I've played the game, which sucks because I'm a streamer, so I can't play it with that music or it'll strike me. So I'm not going to. It's not going to happen. So there we go. I even have the thing in there that makes the radios, you can't hear the radios as well. Just as a precautionary measure. All right, here we go. Now, let me go ahead and bring the spreadsheet over and we'll take a look here. Now, again, you guys can take a look at this. This is my Overseer spreadsheet number 2.0. And you can just, at any time, whether I'm live or not, you can just go exclamation Overseer and then the number 2, all one word, to see this right here. Now, again, I went in and revamped it all and redid it all. And this is actually the order in which I actually installed each and every one of these. Based on it asking for it. So you can see I'm taking screenshots here as I'm trying to log in. It says, hey, you're missing all of these. Then I fixed a bunch of those, and then it says, now you're missing these. Now you're missing those. Now you're missing those. Now you're missing those. And then I got it down to just a couple over there, because sometimes the actual thing it's asking for is actually not the name of the mod. Great example is it was looking for one called console mod. Which turns out, and I actually labeled these as well, turns out that the console one is actually called the survival mode tweaks right here, which enables the console auto-saving, fast travel, disables encumbered damage, all that stuff right here. So that one's actually called console.esp to the game. but I would not know that that was that one. So I added it and said, is that it? And then see it went away. Then I was like, okay, that's the one that goes with that. And yeah, I got to do them one at a time to make sure they're good. But these are all the ones it was asking for. It didn't ask for these ones down here. So what I did is I added those anyway. And that allows me to go in and adjust the survival mode, what I want on or off. Allows me to do fast travel. I can fast travel from interior locations. Allows me to do all my manufacturing. I even have a little dog mannequin where I can put dog armor on the mannequin. Rebuilding Starlight Drive-In, Kings and Lord parts. Now we have to go through and we have to look to see if all of this stuff is working. I haven't gone through and checked all of the mods yet, but I did come over here to my primary base and check that it was still, you know, organizing my purified water, which it is, and that it is scrapping all of my stuff. Let me get out my power armor here. That is scrapping all of my stuff and organizing. It looks like it's making stuff over here. Nice. And then over here, I noticed that it was just making an absolute giant mess under here. Look at this. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, I got to go through and clean up the mess that it's making. That's a lot of resources right there, too, bro.
Squirrel.
That's a lot of resources going on. Oh, yeah, I forgot the echoes thing up there. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Forgot to take that out. But, hey, big love to them for sponsoring the channel. You can check that out, everybody. We had a lot of fun doing some Learn to Plays yesterday. If you guys missed it out, remember I do put them in separate sections on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. They're in a playlist called Learn to Play. You can also find all those playlists on my Discord. So you can just go to Discord, playlists, go in there and say Learn to Play, click on it. You can see all my latest Learn to Plays. My Learn to Play is a different segment here on the stream where I just play a game for an hour or two. Just to give you guys a gist of it. You never know, it might be your next favorite game. I just wanted to keep going, but I want to build out that whole entire ship and build out my electricity and do all of that fun stuff. But I had to keep going. I had to keep going on the stuff. See, there's stuff over here. This is a great little trick, by the way. But if the stuff gets stuck in there, you just pick this up and move it like this, and then hit tab, and it goes back again. And then you can get the stuff that's stuck in your little thing. This one I'm just going to completely move. See, there's a whole bunch of stuff that when you first log in, it just loves to drop onto the ground. It gets a little bit overloaded because what it does is it has a tendency to load the items before it loads the actual the contraption workshop. So that's not good. And then I have a mod in called Place Anywhere now, where you never see the red thing anymore. And you can actually place stuff out of your settlement, too, which is pretty cool. We'll get into all of that. But we got to go in and clean up this mess first, so we're going to go ahead and do that first before we get it going. Also, thanks to Tab for coming in with the 15 months of sub love. Also, MD Story at the end of the last stream. I think I missed MD Story there, or maybe I said thank you. Either way, thank you very much for the sub love. Let's show some love in the chat. Also, Tab saying make it rain. So there you go, 1,000 kids caps for you. Now don't forget to go out and retweet everybody. Follow that link, hit that like button, hit that retweet button. We get 5 retweets. We're gonna give you 1,000 caps. We get 10 retweets. We're gonna give you 5,000, and so on and so on. As we keep those retweets a rocking. So let's keep going through here and see if we've got any more stuff. Now this happens usually when I first log in, because it has like an onslaught of resources that it is scrapping. See, it's scrapping a whole bunch of stuff for me. Again, using these various mods and also the contraptions DLC. It is taking all the resources, scrapping it down, and then putting it back in the workbench. And then what it does is it extracts it over here and puts it into the conveyor storage over here, which allows me to take all those resources that have now been broken down into their base resource and take them and put them over at Spectacle Island, where's my primary one. I also make 50 cows right there if I want to. And this is making crazy tons of ammo over here, right there. Now, let's talk a bit about the mod menu here. Let's go ahead and grab anything we have over here. Some purified water on the ground. Stuff on this side. Oh, I think we're good there. How about over here? Any armor? Stuff laying around. Some ammo on the ground right here. and it's organizing my stuff like crazy. And I actually think it's working better than it was working before. I think because we reinstall all of that, it seems to be functioning much better, especially all the scrapping and stuff. Seems to be doing a good job. Yeah, man, it's got a lot of stuff to break down in there. That's going to be doing that for a minute. Okay, or longer. So we're going to talk about the mod menu here. So we've got the mod config menu. Now, if you have certain stuff like the manufacturing here, you can go in and adjust your weapon component multiplier here, your various weapons and their percentages, and DLC weapons and stuff like that in your industrial scrapping. So I can tell it, how much of resources I'm getting from each of those things. The quick trade menu is awesome, everybody. We're definitely going to get into that. Where you don't have to talk to them multiple times and listen to that dialogue and then try to get to the trade menu. You can just simply walk up to them, tell them trade, boom, and you're instantly in the trade menu. Really great suggestion there. This is unlimited fast travel here, which enables you to fast travel while guards are pursuing you. So you could actually fast travel out. You can fast travel while encumbered, while taking health damage from interior locations when you're in combat. And of course, fast traveling in survival mode, which is what I'm using. You can even fast travel from vertebrate interiors when you're in the air, when you're in unavailable from the current location. You can just go ahead and fast travel the heck out of there, which is awesome. Now, the survival mode here is also kind of doing the same thing as this, but this is for internal locations. See, this is why I'm using that one, interior locations. And then this one here is enabling the fast travel as well. So they're both kind of doing the same thing. Now I also have the ability to use the console in the survival mode. And a whole bunch of other stuff, the quick save button, the survival menu, the menu that comes up automatically, the autosave is on. Again, normally all of these things are disabled. All of these things are off in the survival mode. You can't quick travel, you can't quick save, you can't save in general other than sleeping in a bed. Or if you exit save, that works as well. Also, you can't see the enemies on your radar. And in fact, I'm so used to not having them on the radar that even if I was playing in the normal mode, I don't look at the radar anymore. So I'm actually going to turn that back on again. And again, normally you don't see locations on the compass either unless you get really close in survival mode. And again, I played through survival many, many times, everybody. This is my 13th playthrough of Fallout 4. So we're okay. Now, of course, also in survival mode, stem packs and ammo do weigh. We're going to go ahead and just turn that where it disables that, where we no longer have any ammo weight or stem pack weight, so we have to deal with that. And then also, it turns the achievements back on again. So you want to have your achievements on, even though you're playing through modded. I've already done all the achievements, everybody. No big deal for me. But there you go. And then there's some other stuff here. We can do some other mods there. But this menu does not show up unless you, on the mod menu anyway, unless you launch from this, the Fallout 4 Script Extender Loader. That's what that stands for. The way you do that is you say Add Game down here. You press Add Game and you say Add Non-Steam Game. Then you go down here to Browse. You say Browse and you browse your Fallout 4 folder and you'll see it right there. F4SE Loader Executable, EXE. So you add that in and you launch from that, and that will allow you to have that mod menu and a whole bunch of other mods that work with that. Now, some of them just work with the regular Fallout 4. Also, what this does is it keeps Fallout 4 from updating if you don't want it to update. So very, very important to launch just through the loader. Now, it just decided to update itself. I don't know, or maybe I misclicked on it while I was updating something else. I don't know, but definitely important to have that Fallout 4 loader, or you can just go into the folder and launch it that way, or make an alias on your desktop. I added it to Steam just to make it more convenient, and then of course added it as my installed locally function. So that's really, really useful. Big time. Big time for sure. So that's what allows me to have that mod config menu. So now we have that ability, and it's funny, I probably go in and let's go see. Yeah, it still says wait here. I might need to save and reload. So let's go ahead and save. New save. Again, you don't want to save over your old saves. And then we're just going to reload and see if the mod kicks in. Now, we might need to quit completely out and relaunch, but we're going to take a look. So we're at 220 roughly. Yeah, we're at 220 there. And then we're going to go look at our ammo. See, it still says weight. Still has an ammo weight to it. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and quit completely out of the game to the desktop. T, yes. Exit save is currently disabled. Would you like to quit anyway? Yes. I already saved it anyway. So, all right. So then I come back to the desktop. And then, again, going to use my loader and just say play right over there. Put it back on my other screen here. And then that should load it up. Now, my problem earlier was it was just crashing over and over again, which is not good. You don't want that to happen. Otherwise, you can't play the game, bro. So now that we made those modifications to the mod itself, we definitely want to quit so it can reload the game, reload all the mods and what all the little tumblers were that you set. In this case, I changed it to where the ammo no longer weighs anything. So when you get back in, we want to check it. So I'm just showing you how you check your mod to make sure your mod is working. And you can see that I just adjusted it in game and it didn't work. So I had to quit all the way out, relaunch it again. And then we'll go in and we'll just double check that it is working right here. Now it says weight 0. And you can see my actual weight of my character went down from 220 now to 181 so that we know that it is now working. So very, very cool, everybody. Very cool. I think that's awesome. So we got that going. Going again. Now, we need to go check some of our other locations. Like great example is Starlight Drive-In, where we were rebuilding Starlight Drive-In. We have a projector and all sorts of stuff that is working. Previously, now again, also I have the load, you can't see it, so behind the vault van over there, but I actually have a load accelerator. That's probably the best thing to add to the game, everybody. I think they should add it to the default, and let's see if our screen is still working. Yes, our screen is still working. All right, awesome. So we added, this one is called Rebuild Starlight Drive-In, and you can't actually rebuild it, so it's projecting the projector on the screen, which is pretty cool. We also have a thing over here. Oh, I turn my sound back on. We also have a thing over here where we can have battles and whatnot down here. Check it out. The screen's actually working. Isn't that neat? So it's actually projecting. That was a giant mega build that I did here at Starlight Drive-In. So that mod is 100% working. Because if it wasn't working, we wouldn't see it actually projecting, and we wouldn't see the thing projecting on the thing there. So all that looking good. And you can see also that I built around it here and that this whole side over here is fully repaired. I think they probably ran out of time for this, but it would have been nice to go back and be able to repair all of the different buildings and things. Whatnot. Great example is Sanctuary, because we have one called Rebuild Sanctuary as well. And so what we've done is we've used it to rebuild all the buildings so we could use them at the beginning of the game. What you got to do is just collect a bunch of resources, and then you can rebuild it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it means we should get the hell out of here.
No need. Oh, unless I ran out. Oh, I ran out. I got this. I got this, buddy. Fireworks. Clear fireworks. Let's go. Make a bunch of those. Then I keep my little fireworks right here in my little fireworks thing here. And we put those in there. And then we shoot this. Deacon. Right in the way. We shoot that, and then bada bing, bada boom. No more rad storm. Look at this beautiful night. Ah, beautiful. Okay, so now we want to find my power armor, which I put over here somewhere. There we go. And I'm in the XO1 power armor now. I've upgraded, so I'm good to go. Did you see the new weapon in the creation section? There are an absolute hundreds of new weapons in there. I don't know which one you're specifically talking about, but if you have some suggestions, you can actually add it to my Discord right over here. So if you pop onto the Discord and you go down to, where is it? It is Fallout 4 in here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it because I'm old. There we go. Fallout 4 forums right here. And if you want to post some suggestions for mods right over here, you can post them in there. And I do add them to a list. And then I go in and potentially use it, like this one right here, Wasteland Water Removal. That one, I would definitely try that one eventually. But again, I will get around to them. I'm not going to add it right this second and say, hey, go look at this thing and do this thing, because I'm adding mods as an additive to the storyline in which I'm doing, which is the Rise of the Tycoon Empire. And we're going to do a mass expansion today, everybody. We can get the game working. Let's go ahead and go down here. And let's see if these buildings are still repaired. Yes, they are. Okay, so they're still repaired. How can I tell? Because normally there's no roof, everybody. The roofs are typically gone. And you can see that this one has a roof. And you can see we've got the interior of it and whatnot. One of the things I suggest, if you are using this mod and you are using another one called Spring Cleaning, do not remove the foundations of the buildings. Otherwise, what will happen is when you it'll put the building in and then there'll be no foundation. And then when you try to put something down, like I accidentally did it on this one. So if I try to put something down, it will end up in the ground. See, like that? It's actually in the ground as opposed to being on the foundation like this. See, there's a bit of a foundation on this side. So watch out for that. Don't take out the actual foundations themselves. And you can see I've got an incredibly huge, massive mega build here. I've overridden the build limit. I've overridden the height limit. Remember that the NPCs still can only go so high and interact with stuff, only so high. So that's why I only build their section as high as this, and then my section is way up there at the top, away from them, where they can't get to my stuff, hopefully. So yes, so that did work. Rebuild Sanctuary did work. Now the other one was Kingsport, so let's go and see if Kingsport is working. And we're just going to double check that all these mods are still working and whatnot. So feel free to, again, give some suggestions on the Discord. You'll have to relaunch the game to apply the settings. Yes, I knew that, Tab. I was just explaining it as it goes along. Right there. Okay, so yes, do we have this one? Thought that was me for a second. Okay, yeah, no, this one looks good. Look at this. I built this gigantic vault into the actual lighthouse itself, or around the lighthouse itself. That one was really fun. This one's actually a mega build for Rotisserie G. You can see he's a Kingsport founder right over there. And that one turned out amazing, everybody. That was really good. Now, again, I use Place Anywhere or Everywhere, depending on whether you're on console or PC. They have two different names for it. But allowed me to nudge it and put it exactly how I wanted it, which is very awesome. And you can see also we were able to build rebuild the interior of the house. You can see that the ceiling's not gave way. We've got the floors. We've got all the rooms and everything in there. And we're probably going to add that to each and every location as we go along. Another great example would be the castle over here. Currently, I don't think I have the rebuild castle turned on. But one of the fun things about the castle is that you can, build your own thing. But it is cool to have it pre-war. Now, I don't like it when it just does it. I like it when it allows you to repair it, right? There's a difference, right? If you have to go get resources, you have to use resources, and then you can repair the wall, and then it's pre-war or it's repaired back to the way it is. But you can see I've kind of built mine out anyway. Now, if you are going to add a mod that is going to repair the area, I would remove all of this stuff where it's going to probably fill back in. Otherwise, all of this stuff, extra stuff you've got inside the wall, which you don't need. But you can see up here, we've got artillery going. We've got turrets. And, of course, I just use some cement foundations to keep them from rushing into the base. Same thing over here where they can normally just kind of run up here. Not anymore. We got some foundations there to block them. We got our provisioner going over here. Who's the provisioner over here? Provisioner over here is Sand to Castle. Yeah, see, Sand to Castle. So, Sanctuary to Castle? No. It is Sand to Castle. What would I call Sands? That would be Sanctuary. Am I really running it from Sanctuary to the castle? I don't think so, because here's the castle. It'd be Jamaica Plains to the castle is what I'm doing. But you get the idea. So I kind of name my provisioners. Sometimes they're the robots anyway. Where they're going and where they're coming from, where they're going. Now I do have a provisioner menu, which I have to remember how to do that. I did put that mod back in where you can just pull up the provisioner menu. You can tell all your provisioners to stop doing what they're doing, or you can readjust them or whatnot. And that's actually helped me fix a few issues I had. Try to do it. You can see I've rebuilt this whole kind of circle around the radar, the radio tower. See dudes just in here. Again, when you're using that place anywhere, you can be very precise about how you're rebuilding. I think of all the tragedies in the game, I think the budget, the rebuild budget of the castle is way too small. Way too small in the base game. But you can't override it, and like I have. So you can build it out. And you can also see that I removed a lot of the trees and grass and all that stuff. You can remove all of that as well. And my kind of goal is to see the wasteland changing over time. Now, one of the ones eventually be cool would be that we go in and rebuild all those buildings. And again, as you add mods, you can say, hey, I went and did this thing, right? Or, hey, I added it for this particular part of the story. Now, another one that I want to take a look at before we get to expanding our empire here is over here at Oberlin Station. Now, I've done a bunch of mega builds. Some of them are part of the storyline, and some of them are for all of you for donating toward my Vault Van Life project, which I'm working on up there. I'm going to build a real-life van that looks like a vault inside. And use it like a broadcast van or like a news van where I go to different locations. And so if there's like a Fallout meetup, I go to the Fallout meetup, and I let you guys go there as well, virtually, through me. Now, this is the new headquarters of Public Occurrences, a.k.a. Piper's main thing. And I built her a special vault just for the newspaper. And so she is running the whole thing. And you can see we've got some guards in here. And then we'll work our way up. We got some traders over there. We've got the bar. We've got the food and water all in here looking good. A little shaky. With that. We're walking. A little jittery. And then over here you can see we've got beds on this level. But the coolest level, everybody, is right up here. And I tried to get this mod working, and it is working because we can see it's got printing presses. This is the newsroom. That's right. All these people here are gathering stuff. This is the Piper News Network. And they're over here gathering all sorts of news and information, like what locations of bobbleheads and magazines and whatnot. And I have another mod I'm going to add later, which is going to show me where they all are on the map. But it's going to actually be from the storyline of all of these people gathering that information and giving me that information on my Pip-Boy so I can go and track them all down. And again, that's how you add story to a game in your own unique way, by adding mods at the right time that add to what you're doing. So that all looks good. All looks good there. What up, Deacon? Looks good. Okay. Now, we still got to worry about our food and water because we are in the survival mode. Let's see if I actually have any food on me here. I do not. Okay. Well, I got a little Mirelurk meat, but not actual food. So let's go ahead and jump back to Speckle Island here. Let's go ahead and take care of that. Now, the last thing we were doing was we were doing a giant mega build for, again, all the peeps who did show some love during the holiday season. It is actually showing up right here. So here you guys are, right over here. Check it out. Whoa, there you go. All your guys' names up there in a giant heart. Now, there's still room for more peeps up there. Again, if you want to support the stream, everybody, you can hit that donate button. Remember, it's going toward that Vault Van Life project right up there at the top. And if you donate $15 or more, you become a Vault founder, and you get your name on this big heart thing right over here as well. So, again, you can see it's got a lot of names up there, everybody. And again, I have a whole stream where we went in and we put in every single one of those. Over there as well. Up here. Oh, I'm starving. Let's get up here and get it going. Now, in the survival mode, you're meant to just walk around and not fast travel. So when you fast travel, it actually accelerates your food and water loss, and that you really need to look after it quite often. So let's go over here to the cooking stove, and let's roast up some stuff. Oh, we got tons of stuff. Big profile. Now, I don't even look at what it's for. I just get it so that my character's not starving. And I just cook whatever I've got there. There we go. And then I go ahead and eat a bunch of it up so that my character is no longer a thing. Who's been watching the Fallout TV show? Press 1. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been watching it. Holy mackerel, it's so good. It's so good. No spoilers. Don't say anything about it in the chat. But oh my gosh, is it good. Holy mackerel. I just watched the latest episode. Of course, I'm watching it the second it comes out. By the way, they did move it till Tuesday, that it's releasing on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. By the way, I forget, I think it was on the 27th, and then it's going to be on the 3rd. It's going to be Tuesday at 6 p.m. versus Wednesday at 3 a.m. So you actually get it a day early. Which is pretty awesome, or how many ever hours earlier that is, 6 to 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so 10 hours earlier as well. And I've also been watching Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the Game of Thrones new thing. Oh, so good also, everybody. So incredibly well acted, I think, and well written in both of those. So I've been watching a bit of those as well, everybody. Trying to get a little bit of time in to watch those while I'm doing 1,000 other things. You know I am. I'm always doing something. Like right now, I want to stop this rain. It's raining all the time. Stop this rain. There we go. That's why I always have that kind of set. Deacon, what are you doing? He's always doing something. All right. So again, we're going to come back to this. This is going to be our museum here of all the various outfits and power armors and all that stuff. And we add that as we go. Even got dog armor. That's right. This is a mod right here where you can actually put your dog armor out and have that on display as well. Very cool little dog mannequin there. Very, very cool over here. Let me put this back the way it was. There we go. We also, in the spreadsheet here, everybody, is something I made like 10 years ago. It's called the Settlement Overseer, and it shows all the different settlements in the wasteland, and we track those different settlements, like the water, how's their happiness, power, all of those things, and we can see how they're changing over time. Like, great example, at Sanctuary Hills, right now, I am producing, how much water are we producing there? 3,209 water. So that means that every couple days, I'm making 50,000 caps every couple days in game. Just let that sink in. 50,000, everybody. And that's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. I'm like Mr. House's big brother. I am the one who actually came along and bought out Vault-Tec. I bought out all of it, everybody. And I actually rebuild the Wasteland, and I've done it 13 times. Well, I'm 12 into 13 right now. So I've done it every single time. I'm one of the few people actually to do it, to actually make it happen as well. So again, we're going to really go big and make a big museum here of all the cool stuff that we're doing. And of course, mostly dedicated to all of you as well with our giant heart here. I think this turned out amazing. And again, I'll make a backdrop and all sorts of cool stuff for that too. We'll do all sorts of neat stuff. But for right now, we need to see if there's anything else that we need to check here for these mods. So we did the spring cleaning. That looked fine when I was walking around Sanctuary. It did look like it was still had cleared all the stuff. The printing press works. Our manufacturing is working. Our repairable sanctuary is working. Our rebuild Starlight and Kingsport is working. I think it warned me about Vault 88 earlier, and I forgot. Let's see. Vault 88 still need my help. Well, it doesn't need now because they either did well or they didn't. They either survived or they didn't. And if they got damaged, well, my resources will take care of it. Well, let's go check and look at it anyway, just in case it still does need to be defended. I saw that earlier when I was trying to fix the mods, that it came up and said, hey, you need to defend this thing. But I have a mod that will pop up and say, hey, this particular thing needs to be defended, because you don't have a quest tracker, everybody. And I tried to use the quest tracker, but that quest tracker is not working in the latest version. So I decided to just take it out. But it was working before, where it would actually tell you in your quest tracker, hey, such and such settlement needed your help, kind of thing. There. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, yeah, we got the dead drop and all that other stuff from our quests here. We were trying to do the railroad quest, who we just got Deacon. Oh, now we need to sleep, too. All right, hold on. We got to go back over here and deal with our conditions. In the survival mode, you're always dealing with your conditions, right? You're dealing with your sleep, your food, your water, all that kind of stuff. There you go. As well. Using purified water, huh? Yeah, I was going to do that in my solo playthrough. Because doing Supercord is fun. I think. What am I doing? I'm getting out of here, and I'm resting up my character. Let's go. I got foggy, too. You can't see it, but you can see way off over there that it's foggy, so it takes a bunch of that fog out. See all that fog is gone now? They use fog for certain reasons, everybody, to reduce the overhead of... and in survival mode, by the way, you got to sleep for 7 hours to get that well rested. They use that to make it where it doesn't have to redraw as much. That's why they typically will add that. And, of course, it's nighttime whenever I want to do anything. You know what? Let's go another 7 hours. It doesn't stack. It doesn't make it where now you're, like, double well-rested. I just do it in 7-hour increments just to try to be in the daytime like this. There we go. I have added mods that allow it to be more detailed in the distance. Like this, so we can see a bit more of the city and stuff as we're going along, and from up here, and the Pridwin, of course. Very, very cool. See more details, so it's not just, doesn't just go to like a gray edge, which it sometimes does. Then we'll blowfly, and then again, you can see it's re-enabled the menu where I can actually save directly in the menu, like that. I can also hit F5 to quick save again, which is awesome. And I think we got that done. Yeah, we got it going. Okay, so now we're ready to finally move on. That took a really long time to get that fixed. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on the settlements that we don't have. Like, these are all the settlements we've unlocked here at the top, including Home Plate and places like Vault 88 and all that. And then we have a bit more to go down here. Now, some of these are off in Far Harbor as well. So we're going to get that going. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my buddy Paladin Dance, because being the person who donated first to get to control or to let me know what companion to use, I'm going to go use Paladin Dance. And that's the TM, by the way. And TM actually knows how this story is going to end, because he got to choose. He got to choose how the Fallout story of number 13th playthrough is going to end, and who I'm going to side with. Is it going to be the Institute? Is it going to be the Railroad? Is it going to be the Minutemen? Or maybe the Brotherhood? It could be any of those. But he knows. And now I know, too. But you don't know. That's all part of the fun of played through. Again, I've done all the endings, as well as an ending that's not even canon, everybody, the happy ending, where 3 out of 4 of the factions actually still trade with you and everything. Looking for Dance, that's what I'm doing.
That is all. Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Let's go.
Ready.
Roger that.
You want to travel with him? Okay. Just watch your back.
That's an interesting warning coming from someone who dabbles in manipulation and subterfuge.
Subterfuge. All right, where are we going to throw Deacon? We'll put Deacon at... Usually put most people at the drive-in so they're easy to find. So I'm going to throw him to the drive-in.
If you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Hold on. Let me get out of the power armor first so you're not all red because of my targeting HUD. All right, let's talk.
All right.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? Ugh, they creep me the heck out.
You know what creeps me out? Someone talking behind me while I'm trying to talk to somebody else. That creeps me out. All right, let's talk.
Do you want to have that talk now?
Of course.
Of course. What's on your mind?
Thank you. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
That's kind.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls.
Voice
But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
He's motivating you.
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
If he was, I never got a chance to ask. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death...
Yeah, his voice acting is out of sync.
It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. Because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
Yeah, the voice syncing is messed up. Weird. Yeah, I'm flattered.
I'm flattered that you have so much faith in me.
You've earned that faith by your own hand. Well,
Little
I've said
funky.
what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way.
Wonder if that's the update that's like that, or is like a mod that's causing that. Let's talk to him again. Hey, Dan.
Hey,
Need something?
Talk.
Paladin Dance.
Yeah?
How do you feel about our relationship?
I think we have the potential to be quite an effective team, if you learn to cooperate.
Your thoughts?
You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
I can't see his face, so I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Nothing else I needed.
Not a problem.
Night.
What's up? Everybody and their mother's got to bump into us and talk to us and the whole entire time. I feel like that's probably one of the drawbacks of the game is the fact that all these random people just talk to you for no reason. You're just walking by and they're like, hey, blah, 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 don't talk to me or whatever. It's like really weird that now that I think about it.
Call locked and loaded.
It dance likes it when I get my power armor. Okay, we got some places to go help everybody. I think we already got the Boston Airport. Actually, I think we can put that in there because we went to the Pridwin here. Let's see if we got the Boston Airport. Let's start with that one. I can't remember if we get it because we went to the Brotherhood or we got to go unlock it or we got to do a quest to unlock it. I forget. It's been so long since I even bothered. I know I unlock it every single game, but I always forget where it's at. Let's go see. Let's see if we've unlocked it. Yes, we have unlocked the Boston Airport. All right, well, that's super easy. It's already unlocked. All right, let's move that one up into the unlocked category. Okay, what else we got? Let's see. A bunch of these are elsewhere. So the only really one we can get without killing everybody is the Warwick Homestead right now. So have we unlocked the Warwick Homestead? Yes. All right, let's dip down there and see if we can do any quests for Warwick Homestead that's going to allow us to unlock that one. Go talk to the dude. Hello. And And I can tell you we don't have it because it says red when you try to pick stuff up. Yep, stealing. Dude's out here somewhere, maybe.
Most days I ain't got two caps to rub together.
Yeah, that's funny, because I got millions. Millions, then billions, then trillions.
If you
Janie.
need something, you should talk to my dad.
Potatoes. Trying to find him.
It's a full-time job keeping those little scamps of mine out of trouble.
Mr. Warwick.
With a little elbow grease, you can achieve just about anything.
Dad's been really nice lately. He didn't used to.
The mute fruit's really sweet this year. You should try one.
Maybe. Yeah, so I don't have the quest for that, and I forget how to activate the quest for all of that as well. So really, that's all we can do for right now. Unless we want to do the Covenant quest. I hate losing those mobs as well. Yeah, and Bunker Hill, you got to do a whole nother quest line to do that. And if we wanted to get the other ones, we would want to go to Far Harbor and Nuka World for those. Let's see. Do I have robotic experts? I do, and I have it all the way up. Oh, so maybe it's time to do the Mechanist quests, which I probably will have to get rid of Pilot and Dance because I'm going to need Ada. Ada, I believe, is at Red Rocket. It's funny because I just got that companion and I got to get rid of it because Ada is the one that helps us progress. So we'll go find Ada and we'll try to get the Mechanist layer here. And again, we're going to try to do a mass expansion of all of our settlements. And we'll come back to doing a mega build here as well. We got a lot more mega builds to do. We'll get to them eventually. Look at how cool that is. You can see it off in the distance. Very, very cool. Okay, so Ada over here.
A pleasure to see you again, sir. Are you ready to depart?
Let's get
Time
going.
to hit the road.
Understood. Please, lead on.
Okay, then I'm going to send Paladin Dance over to the Starlight Drive-In so I can find him over there as well. That's why I don't have to go all the way up into the Pridwin. All right, Ada, we've got to go find out who this Mechanist person is. Let's go do that. If I can remember what quest it was. Ooh, a new threat. I'm going to talk to Nick Valentine. That's for Far Harbor. Talk to Ellie. A Hollow's Eve. Oh, okay, that's the new stuff. There's some new stuff in the what's known as the HD version of the game. Always with the sneezing. Okay. What is it? Is it a side quest? Wow, we got to do our Jack Cabot one, too. Man, I forget what the name of that one is. We'll find it. Yeah, huh. I think maybe it's this one, a new threat. Yes, yes. I just looked it up. It said the sole survivor is told by Ada that I need to go to the General Atomics factory. Wow, I can't believe I actually remembered that. That's a pretty deep memory there, everybody, on that one. So yes, this one here. So we got to go there. Sound down just a little bit too. Let's see. So we can go here and we can say show on map. And we got the brewery here, so we can just kind of walk up. Or we could walk down from the castle. We want to be on this side, though. So, because we're here at the castle, we'll have to go across the water. Anything else nearby? We've got the police department. Let's just go to the brewery and see what kind of chaos happens. Now, I have to bring Ada again for this particular quest, and then I'll go back to Paladin Dance afterwards. We're going to try to unlock the mechanists layer. Lock and load all weapons. Make sure I've got my food and water up. And quick save. All right, you ready, Ada? Let's go. Which way are we going? Not that way. This way.
Someone there?
Yep. I think it's this way. Yeah, over there. Now here comes the Brotherhood. Causing trouble.
Let me have this one.
Get away from me! Whoa! We had a mini nuke on him. Take care of these super muties. More of them. This way. Catalyzer! Hate these flying mobs. Get out of here. Ghoulies behind us. Holy mackerel, look at all these ghoulies. Seek the high ground. Using the vehicle as a weapon. Pumping them stem packs.
I can do this.
Oh, a little raider. All right, he wants to die. Totally like point blank range. I can't shoot him. Everybody and their mother's on me here today. Ah. Bats, sometimes you suck. Shoot him myself. Whoa! Whoa, look at that car went flying. You see that? Went flying way over there. Oh, bug! Wasteland's a dangerous place today. Oh, and there's another one. I just go for the torso. Why's my bat so bad? All right, there we go. Holy moly. All right. Got a legendary chest piece there. Let's grab this loot. Now you can see I got a mod that highlights the dead mobs. Oh! Just blew up somewhere. Raiders and super mutants everywhere. Trying to help. What are you shooting at? Holy mackerel! Man, this is some action today. Holy moly! Whoa! Whoa. I knew that vertebrate was gonna blow up. I was trying to save him. One of the Brotherhood fell out of the thing right here. Whoa! Okay. Go for the headshot. Whoa, they actually took that shot. No using stim packs. They actually took that shot, too, to the face. That was a critical shot to the face. Okay, Brotherhood always, you know...
What? Who's there? Time to die!
Always, stirring up a hornet's nest.
You pay for that!
Oh, he ran off. Oh, that was actually really sneaky.
You hit like a rad roach! You had your time!
See, super mutants are susceptible to energy damage. So you definitely want to get that going on. Okay. Man, that was some craziness there. I love when that kind of stuff happens. Let's save. All right, Vertibird crash right here, of course. We had the pilot fall out of the Vertibird. Always some crazy action going down. There could have been some Brahmin skull there. Could have been some mobs back that way that I killed, but we're trying to get to the autonomous factory. We're not even going there. We're not even in the right spot right now. We had to double back to get some of these mobs. Oh, can't pick that up. And there might be other Brotherhood that are around too that fell off of there. Again, because they fall out of the Vertibird, and you can get their drops as well. But we're right off the rails there. Yep, you got the flying car clip? Awesome. Yeah, some things go down right here. Oh, here's another Brotherhood one that fell. Or maybe that's the same one. Nope, different one. Yeah, this is a Night Sergeant that fell from the Vertibird. Again, I can see them falling out of the Vertibird and whatnot. I see some ghouls up here we got to loot. And of course, like already overburdened. Oh, already got that one. Just didn't update. All right, we killed a few super muties in here as well. And I spend most of my time in this game overburdened, by the way. If you see me not looting, I've probably been replaced with a synth, just so you know. Not enough action points to fly up. Man, look at all this loot in here. Yeah, while we're waiting. Grab all this loot. Ah. Over here somewhere. Oh, way down.
Got it.
A bunch of stuff in there. Scorpion meat. All sorts of stuff there. Ah. See, if I move while I'm overburdened, I have a perk that uses my action points. So, I gotta make sure I stand still before I teleport up here. Alright, another guy over here with a bunch of loot. And tons of loot here. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get to the General Atomics factory. Oh, my armor's damaged too. Where the heck is Deacon? He's probably downed over here. Now, in survival mode, if your companions get downed, or Ada is down. Here, Ada. You have to actually help them, otherwise they'll stay there forever. or they'll reset back to their original spot wherever you found them. Like Piper will go back to Diamond City and so on. Okay. Keep on rocking. I should have went through and taken Ada and made her into a sentry bot. Man, I haven't been to General Atomics in a long time. It's the last time I did this quest. Okay, so what we want to do is discover it. We haven't discovered it yet. And then we'll be able to fast travel. There we go. Now, since we have so much loot and we might as well have it organizing this loot for us, I'm going to actually teleport out back to my primary base where it does all of my manufacturing, and it goes in and basically breaks down all of the gear and stuff as well. Oh, I forgot to mark off that make it rain. I know I already gave that out. There we go. So what I can do is just go right here to the cooking stove, hit T to drop all the resources in there, and I've got an absolute ton of stuff on me here that I go ahead and get rid of. Notice that my gear is not mixed. Whoa, what happened there? I bumped the camera. There we go. So you can see that my gear is not in there. That's because my gear is at the bottom because I put Z on all my gears. So that allows me to very easily take all this stuff and put it in here. Notice I'm not going to put the legendary in there. Then we'll take all of this armor that we got, and it will sort all this stuff. And the stuff that I don't want to keep, it'll just break that stuff down. But all the rest of this here, it'll just sort it out. And then we have a bunch of foodstuffs. And then we have ammo. Now, our ammo doesn't weigh anything anymore, so there's no reason to even deal with that. But you can see it now I'm down to 149. And so we got that. Let's go ahead and save. And then, see, this is often what happens. You have to stop what you're doing to go clear your inventory. And stop what you're doing and clear your inventory. And stop what you're doing and clear your inventory. I spent a lot of time doing that. For sure. Okay, and then over here, we can go here. And, oh, we'll go over here. Now, I have some places here for things that I find, like in this case, some weapons, or any weapons that I buy that are legendaries. And the same thing here with all of this. We'll make like a legendary museum of all of this various legendary gear. And then we want to get rid of any aid stuff that we're carrying around right here. Though we don't really need to worry about stem packs anymore. What about Radix? Radix still weighs. Radaway does. And then all this meat here. Keep the antibiotics. But you can see our stem packs no longer weigh anything. So we could keep, you know, 1,000 stem packs on us if we wanted to. We're going to need some purified water. So that we want to get back. And again, you can see I have massive tons of resources in here where I've just been backlogging it. And if I need it, it'll be there. Including a bunch of purified water. And I'm going to get, say, 20 purified water out of there. Drink a bunch of that up. And find my cooking stove. Where did my cooking stove go? Here. Craft up some more food. And I just usually start at the beginning and just whatever I got, I got. Make a bunch of those. And then add a bunch of that to get my food up. Okay, we took care of that. Our food, water, and all that stuff's good. We want to go ahead and do our antibiotics to get rid of that condition. We'll then go ahead and remove the radiation. There we go. Our action point's still a little restricted, so we'll go 7 hours to get our well rested and to remove our fatigue in the survival mode. There we go. Still a little thirsty. There we go. Okay, now we got our green bar all the way back. And good time to hit F5 to save. Okay, so we got all that going. We probably need to get some more fusion cores as well. I see that I burnt through some fusion cores. Cool thing now also is that I can have as many fusion cores as I want because, again, the ammo doesn't weigh anything. So I'm going to go ahead and dip over here. as well. Dee. Okay, and it's been organizing all my stuff for me over here, including my fusion cores. I have 131 100% fusion cores. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull those out of there. And you can see it says 99 down there. Now we don't ever have to think about fusion cores anymore. All right, awesome. We also need to fix our power armor. I didn't put my power armor away, did I? Yeah, I might have put it away into here. What happens when it gets damaged is that it no longer acts like it's part of the power armor. Yeah, right here. No, it looks like it's no longer part of the frame, so then it's just in your inventory, and then you have to find it and then put it back on again, like this. But you got to repair it first, so we got to repair like this, and then re-equip it. There we go. And let's just repair everything while we're at it. Took a bunch of hits there. All right, nice. Now, maybe we can get back to our objective here. All right. General Atomics Factory. Here we go. Getting it going on. Again, very easy to get distracted. Reload my fusion core here. There we go. Then we're going to drink a bunch of water. Going to eat some more of this food. And we'll go Overseer's Guardian. All right, and save. All right, let's see how much work you got to do just to go to a certain location. A lot of stuff.
Did you hear enemies over here? Not much of a threat after all.
Walked in, they're already after me.
Lost but not forgotten. That's the last of them.
I don't think that's the last of them.
Let's
There's
get
one
this
moving
done.
over here.
Target down. I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
100%. One of the coolest thing about Fallout 4 is it does pause the action when you're doing this. Really. It's always the straight up and down ones that are the toughest. There we go.
Nice.
Come back and loot all this here in a minute. Looking for the baddies. Jetpack for the win. Can't get to me. Can't get to me, sucker.
I'm hearing things that I'm not.
Ooh, there's a legendary.
Such a senseless waste of perfectly good technology.
I know, right? What's he got? Wounding Western Revolver. And then, jetpack. Oh, okay. Or not. Get this loot over here. Again, I love how it highlights the mobs with this mod. It's so cool. Really helps you remember where they are. Of course, you have to do damage. I can't shoot him. Oh, I can't shoot him through the thing. Okay. Well, apparently I can shoot him through there. Alright, well that takes care of that. Security door control, open doors. Hit return there, by the way, and just hit tab, tab, tab. It'll get you out of that pretty quickly, too. Out of the terminals. Mechanist device. Aha! Speak to Ada. Get that going in a second. Oh, time to hydrate. Let's do it. Hydration time. Getting that hydration going on. As well. Let's see. We got our in loot here. Grab all that. This over here. Alright, let's loot our way out of here. I just kind of ran through without looting, so I wasn't overburdened the whole time. And then we're going to super loot, where we grab everything, because all of these resources don't do no good just sitting over here. So, I think we got all that. There's also another sneaky way to grab loot is you grab it on the way through. And I find usually on the way through you're going to be more thorough than on the way out. But we'll do what we got to do. We'll try to be thorough. And we're going to go here. Have this. Oh, that blew up. Can't pick up the blown up ones. And we got ourselves a chance. Now again, how often am I going to come back to this location? Probably not at all, so I might as well just loot everything. As opposed to coming back later. Also, the reason why I super loot is you never know. You might find a bobblehead or magazine or something like that if you go through very thoroughly and loot the place. And also, there's a bunch of aluminum right there. I can use that for repairing my power armor from time to time. And so that's typically why I loot at the level that I do. It just helps you say, okay, I've already been here, I've already been there, kind of thing. Helps you know how much of it you've gotten done. Man, losing a lot of bobby pins today. Being a little overzealous.
Sweet.
Overzealous with my bobble pins. Caps. There we go.
That's it.
And a bunch of stuff in there. Bunch of goodies. All right. And again, just picking up all the various documents and clipboards and stuff like that. So help me rebuild the wasteland with all those resources. Here's one that's not blown up. Grab that one. Then I like to go along here because... Oh. That's Ada. We're good. I like to go along here because there's a ton of steel on this particular conveyor belt. You can't grab this stuff, but these ones like this, the gears and so on, you can grab those, tin cans, so on. Just go along and hit E, and it will pick up whatever it can. Just follow along. And then down here, a bunch more various parts. This is all steel, so you can use this steel for making up your settlements. And I build massive settlements, so I need massive amount of resources. That's for sure. And we got this guy earlier.
Find anything useful?
Yeah, we did. Now we gotta talk to Ada too to keep the quest going. We're gonna just grab all the loot that we can as quick as we can. Speed super looting. We'll do this terminal just to get the XP. All right. Help seat.
That's it.
It was seat. You're like, Kismet, how'd you do that without having to do the whole, figure out the code thing? I just clicked the first 3. A lot of times that you just get it, boom, on the first try, which I find hilarious. Because I've done it so many times just by absolute luck. Just randomly clicking it. I think it's more fun to do it that way than to actually figure it out. Just by random chance. Okay, we're back down on the first level here. Grabbing all this first level stuff. Again, I just kind of go wherever the loot kind of guides me to. I try to double back to try not to miss loot. Anything back here in the corners? Nope. Nothing in the corners. Can't get that. Definitely overburdened now. Lots of loot here. Loot over there. Oh, that's a thing there. A little radiation going on back here. Luckily I've got radiation resistance in my power armor. Gas cans. Set machine. Oops, stem packs on the wall there. Okay.
Greetings, Unit 761. Welcome to the General Atomics Quality Assurance Department, where we assure your functionality is up to our high standards. We must run a few tests before returning you to your caregiving duties. Now please, proceed into the first test chamber.
Oh yeah, this part here. Oh, I forgot about this.
We must test your disciplinary and behavioral management skills. A quality assurance associate will be playing the role of your hypothetical charge. Little Timmy. Little Timmy has broken a valuable vase while playing catch in the house. The vase was a family heirloom, and it is quite irreplaceable. Please, punish the child accordingly. Punish the child.
How do I punish the child? I can't even remember how you do this.
The child needs discipline.
I'm going this way. In here?
Please punish Timmy.
Please punish Timmy.
Punish the child.
I don't even know what the heck I'm supposed to be doing in here.
The child needs discipline.
I don't remember. Security door.
Please punish Timmy.
I think you like take his thing away or something.
Please punish Timmy. Fantastic. The appropriate punishment was separation of the child from any potential source of entertainment. And please remember, corporal punishment is strictly forbidden unless the user enables it in your configuration mode. Please proceed into the second test chamber.
Alright, turn the radio on and off.
A proper Miss Nanny unit must be able to identify the needs of her charges. Please assess the state of the crying child and fulfill its needs.
That doesn't sound like a baby. Baby is way more annoying than that. I know, I've had 3. Yeah. Transfer. Give it a bottle. Or give it a rattle. Maybe rattle. Looking for some cigarettes. Empty milk bottle. Large baby bottle. There we go.
Correct. The child was hungry. Your vocal tonality analysis programming seems to be in working order. Please take this
I remember this
opportunity
quest
to
so long
reconfirm
ago.
that any deprecated muffling procedures are not left in your programming. Now please, proceed into the third testing chamber.
Terminal somewhere.
Go that way in a minute.
We will now test your hazard detection matrices. Please childproof this environment by
Carrying all
moving
that weight
any
is simply
hazardous
slowing you
object to
down.
your little hands cannot reach. Please eliminate any potential tool of self-harm.
Pork. Oh, machete. I'd say it was the machete.
Please remove any hazardous objects.
Scalpel mop. What else is there? See, it's never what you think it is. It's always something else. I think I might have already grabbed it. Fridge door.
Childproof the room.
I don't see anything else I can grab. Shoot the TV. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Maybe I grabbed it too early. I know, moving on. Moving on!
Please eliminate any potential tool of self-harm.
There's some med-X in there. Bethesda loves their bathrooms, everybody. So many bathrooms in this game. Hey, you found a bunch of cash. Good job. And some meds.
Please remove any hazardous objects.
Oh. Back to the main area. So much loot. Super looting, everybody. Super looting. 308 shotgun, kids. Yes, this is the Overseer's Guardian right here that I have. It's my favorite weapon in the entire franchise, everybody. It is awesome. It's actually a combat rifle in this case. Very useful. I do like to get it to 308 as quick as possible because then it does really high damage along with your rifle perk. Your styling and profiling memos. Again, we read all of this stuff previously in previous playthroughs, so I'm just gonna tab through it so it unlocks it. This is the way in. We looted all of these guys. Okay. And we'll double check all this loot. Go back this way. Again, I don't know what it is they're telling me to get rid of.
Any hazardous objects.
I think it might be glitch because I think I already grabbed it. Maybe I grabbed it too quick. It happens. There's something on the ground I didn't see. Nope. I can't remember. Yeah, it might be glitched. It's glitched on me before. I kind of remember that. Ada! Out of the way.
Child-proof the room.
Yeah, because it's not like the machete. You would think the machete would be the bad thing, but it was something else. I can't remember what it was. But I grabbed it all too fast, and now it's glitched. Oh, well. Oh, well. Let's get all this loot. That's what's important anyway.
You might want to drop some of those things you're carrying.
Absolutely not. Okay. Get all the loots. Okay, going up here. Yeah, see, I came down that assembly line, grabbed all the resources while I was going down the assembly line. Got stuff over here we can grab. Again, all this stuff adds up to bigger and better settlements. I always go around these kind of back corners like this because there's kind of hidden stuff you can usually find. I feel like Fallout 4 is probably the most rewarding of all the games that reward you for exploring. So if you explore like little nooks and crannies, you see, you might find some ammo like right there. I don't think there's anything over on that side. Nothing back there. Did this. Checking the terminals. Don't think you can get in this room, even though it does have some things you can loot. I can't remember. I don't remember ever getting in there. But it's possible I had done it previously. Alright, I think we got all the things we need to get. Now the cool thing is I can actually teleport out of the internal locations like this. So I can just kind of bounce back to my base. Like that. See, normally you have to go outside the location to teleport, but I added a mod that allows me to just teleport from wherever I'm at. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. There we go. No break time? Not right now. In a few minutes then. In a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take break time in a bit. Those are, the channel rewards are more like reminders than like, hey, go do this right now, kind of thing. Because that's a bit, you know, a bit arrogant maybe, or a bit rude. I don't know what, I'm trying to think of the proper word for it. Demanding maybe. Something along those lines. Whoa, look at that, 19,000 purified water. Hey, let's do it in the chat. We can do math in the chat now. Let's see. It's multiply. Multiply 19,348 times 16. Whoa, okay. Too big for it to put it in the chat, apparently. Huh, that's weird. Hey, sorry, what's 19,348 times 16? 309,000. Yeah, I kind of got it right. 309,000 caps right there, everybody. Over 250,000 caps just sitting right there, and more coming in right now too. More coming in every second because what it's doing is generating massive sums of purified water from down here. Look at this. These are all water purifiers, and they're extracting water and then putting it in little containers. And then I take it and use it like trading, because if you were really there, the most valuable thing would actually not be caps. The most valuable thing would be water and food and all of that, and shelter as well. those things are also the most valuable things in real life. If you had $1 million and no water, guess what? You're gonna die. $1 million don't do you no good. So yeah, very smart to have your basics squared out. Okay, so we got that done. Kind of feel like what we'll do is we'll rest up here, talk to Ada, and then we'll take a bit of a break. But again, I do like to kind of set up the chat in a way in which we can see it without being in a dark room or something like that, or with my power armor on. Well rested. Where's that at over here? Ada, let's talk.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
Hey, Ada.
Did you retrieve something from that robot?
I did. Strange device.
It had this strange device on it.
Let's have a look. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's how the Mechanist was keeping track of the robo-brain you destroyed. As the next logical step, I need you to install this beacon within me so we can use it to our advantage.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a solid plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot workbench to ensure proper installation, and my presence will be required. To maintain peak efficiency, I strongly recommend that we remain together until the radar beacon is successfully installed.
Sounds good. So I got to build a robot workbench, but it just so happens that I already built one. Right over here. Might need to build another one just for the quest. I'm going to store this one in here and then build another one. I just stored it in the workbench. Build another one. What if that actually counted toward the quest here? It did. Yep, sure did. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and upgrade Ada over here. And I forget where it is. Where's this thing at? Maybe torso. Miscellaneous torso mod. There we go. What was the name of that thing? I already forgot what the name of it was. Let's go ask it to do it. Speak to Ada.
Fascinating watching you create.
Heads up.
Yes.
Ada.
Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
Radar beacon. Let's do this.
It's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just install the radar beacon and I'll do the rest.
I had to do the dialogue first so the radar beacon would show up. Yes, there it is. Now it says special mods. Okay, also, while we're in here, we might as well give her some upgrades. Let's go. Sultron head laser. Let's give her a really nice armor. Then we're going to give her a sentry torso. And then hydraulic frames. Storage. We're going to do a cluster bomb launcher. And then another cluster bomb launcher. And then a recon regeneration field to heal people nearby. Left arm is going to be a sentry arm with some good factory armor. Let's give her something really good. Give her a minigun on that side. And right arm, same thing. Sentry, right arm. Armor. And then I'm going to give her minigun, so let's give her a lightning gun. Yeah, let's give her the lightning gun. And then legs. Which one is the one that does the thing? Is it Tectron legs? No, we don't have the other legs. We need the other legs. thruster. There's like little track legs that go really, really fast. Now, I don't like to do the sentry legs because you can't get through doorways. But it does have massive carry capacity with that, though. I just want to have the movement speed right there. So, and again, we'll go ahead and put in a bunch of armor. Really make her formidable. There we go. And then give her a different color here. Yeah, fill in the pink there. Okay. Ada got some serious upgrades. Look at that.
Heads up.
How may I be of service? A moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
What's up, Harm? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. It's a good start.
It's a good start, at least.
Absolutely. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Finally an advantage.
Finally, we have an advantage.
Perhaps, but it isn't quite that simple. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide the keys and algorithms that I need to enhance my decryption routines.
I like how sometimes there's like this awkward silence that happens. You see that right there? Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Good. Let's get started. I'm uploading the location of the robo-brain to your Pip-Boy now. Just be careful. These robots tend to travel in groups, so you're likely to encounter heavy resistance.
Okay, a new threat. Oh, and I leveled up. Okay, I don't even remember what level I am. What level am I? Wow, 75. Okay. Leveling up like a crazy man. Now, over here, by the way, everybody, if you want to know how hardcore of a gamer I am, this is every perk that I've done in this playthrough in order of level. So right now we're level 75, and if we zoom in over here, and again, if you guys want to check out my Settlement Overseer, I'll go ahead and throw that in the chat for you. You guys can check it out. This one's under Fallout 4 perk order. You can see down here in the tab. So we're working on Mysterious Stranger, and then, of course, we've got it already kind of thought out on what we're going to be doing up into the higher levels, and I'll add more as I go along. But right now, working on the luck line, so we're trying to get our luck way up. Mysterious Stranger is number 75, and I think we'll have that all done. Yeah, there we go. Oh, actually, wait, we got one more to go. Yeah, we got one more to go on top of that. Mysterious Stranger number 4. When he kills the opponent, there's a chance your critical meter gets filled. Yeah, so we actually need to add that in. So that was number 75. So we'll mark that one off. There we go. We got an add one actually below here. Mysterious Stranger number 4 that we didn't add. So let's go way up here. Now, way up here at the top, I have a bunch of stuff like where the bobbleheads are, and then also like at what level each of these are. So like 2-star, 3-star, 4-star. So in this case, Mysterious Stranger is 4-star at level 49 is the earliest we can get that one. But obviously we're getting it way later. So we're going to say 49. And I think this one's probably limited by 4 luck. Yeah, luck 4. You got to have at least 4 luck here. And so we'll get 4 luck. And then it's also a 4-star. There we go. So this is going to be level 76. So we have to go in. Funny, there's also a game called Fallout 76. That we're going to go ahead and put this in here. We'll get eventually back to some 76. But we're busy doing a whole lot of other stuff right now. So there we go. So on level 76, we'll get Mysterious Stranger. Then we'll go into our lucks. We'll get our better criticals and critical bankers. And then Grim Reaper, 4-leaf clover, ricochet, etc., etc. Down the road. But again, I do that for you guys so you know what I've done, and then also for my reference too. But so you can go back and see which perks I picked in what order and for what reason, because I'm next level hardcore, bro. All right, a new threat. We got that. We got that clicked. All right, completed a new threat. What's the new quest called? Headhunting. Okay, and automatically tracked it. Work a bit on our food. And water. Some little Blamco. Now, the cool thing about just eating random stuff, everybody, is the fact that I can just go right here to my radiation arch. Or contamination arch. And it will take care of it. All right, T to drop all the resources in. All of our other rando stuff that we have, we're just going to drop those in there. Like so. Don't need to put ammo anymore. And then we just have a weapon there that we want to utilize. All right, and that is the perfect spot right there to take a little bit of a break. We're going to go ahead and bring up some words on stream for all of you guys to do while I take a little break, and then I shall be back. Again, the more I see you guys working together, the more Kiss Cats I'm going to give you toward future giveaways. Here we go. All right, taking a break. Back in a bit. right, I'm back. Let's go, everybody. Oh, perfect timing. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start another one of these. Let's work together. Let's see. What? Jolt. J-O-L-T. Jolt. There we go. All right, let's work together, everybody. Try to solve this puzzle. The more we get, the more kids caps. I'm going to show you guys some love here. We'll try to get this going on. What else we got? Tony, maybe. T-O-N-Y. Both a name and also a thing. Yep, there we go. Let's go. Let's get it going. I see you guys are working on a little bit in the chat there. Sometimes it's just one person doing it all. Let's see if we can get some more here. Loin. Now, again, you got to wait for the lock to go off before you can put it in there. Man, I'm getting some words here. Actually, for once. What? I'll wait for the lock. Nope. Join. Join, loin. What's the big word? There's one word that takes all the letters. I can't even think of it. There you go. Mark in there helping out. Can't think of any other words. Oh, man, we just need a couple more words here. Jointly. Dragon. Nice. Let's see. Can't think of one word. I-L-T-T-O-L-N. Oh, man, I can't think of anything. T-N-I-O-T-O-L-Y. I don't know, just throwing a bunch of letters together, but that was close, everybody. We almost had it. Nice job working together, everybody. Let's go ahead and give you guys a few kids caps in the chat there. There you go, a couple thousand. Get you going. Let's go ahead and jump back to some Fallout 4 over here. We're working on the Mechanist line, trying to get the Mechanist layer unlocked. I kind of feel like I'm going to crank down, or effects down, footsteps down. Just keep that, keep the actual talking audio all the way up. There we go. Okay. Now, we cleared our inventory a bit. We did. Ready for the power armor. And let's go ahead and do this next section. Wasteland's looking nice today. Look at that.
I hope you have additional fusion cores to spare.
Cool shot. I do. I have hundreds of fusion cores. Let's go. Okay, so we got to go to the second radar beacon, which is show on map. All right, here. So we got to run up from the edge of the glowing sea. Or we're going to run down from the police department. I say we go edge of glowing sea. We'll run up. See what we find along the way. Now, again, one of the things about this game, everybody, you start putting your feet on the ground, start walking, you'll run into some action, that's for sure. This way.
What?
Come on, we got places to be. Blow up all these cars while we're at it. Okay. Speaking of blowing up cars. Tank bot. Oh my god, it's barely taking any damage. You like explosions, you're in the right spot. Here we go. Go for the headshot. I missed every one of them shots. Good job, Ada. Good job. Stuff randomly on fire everywhere I go. It happens. All right. Right here, radar beacon. Are you Ada? There we go. Ada's kicking some booty.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Here you go, Ada. One slightly dented but still functional radar beacon.
This will do nicely, and with any luck, it'll help us trace the Mechanist's signal.
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll do the trick.
I certainly hope so. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another RoboBrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need to collect.
Good work, Ada.
Thank you. If my calculations are correct, the signal is coming from... Oh, this isn't good. Location confirmed. The RoboBrain is at Fort Hagen Satellite Array, which means it's in the hands of the Rust Devils.
I haven't come this far just to back down now.
I understand that, but you should still proceed with caution. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are a group of ruthless raiders who utilize robots for their nefarious practices. They scour the Commonwealth looking for my kind. What they can't capture and reprogram, they strip for spare parts. I realize they pose a greater threat to me than you. I just want you to be well informed. That being said, despite what lies ahead, I can easily continue to decrypt the signal as we proceed. So shall we be on our way?
Yeah, let's go. Okay, Fort Hagen. We'll save before we teleport in case we crash. Fort Hagen, way up here by the satellite array. We've already cleared the actual Fort Hagen. We just got to go up to the satellite array. Take care of some baddies here. Over this way. Yeah, you see the satellites in the background. Oh, here comes the Brotherhood. Coming in to help, or are you just gonna get some more mobs on me? Oh, they're coming in to help. Oh, I don't think that's the first time I ever had the Brotherhood come in and help.
Can you see them, sir?
Wow, brother coming in to lend a hand.
I'll cover you, sir. Violence protocols engaged.
You're dead. Hear me?
Resistance is futile.
Rush him.
You're nothing.
Ah, look, they got brothers coming in helping out. Get that loot. Oh, this is from Nuka World there.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know.
Yeah, now they're down. Oh, there's two vertibirds. Oh, that's cool. Very rare do you see two vertibirds at the same time coming in. Look at them all down there running around because they got my targeting HUD. I can see them. They're in red. Shows living targets. That's cool. They're running down in there with a double attack. I'm just here for the loot. Yeah, I don't think I've ever, in 13 playthroughs of, well, 12 other playthroughs, have I ever seen him show up when I was attacking this place. Yeah, they're circling around over there doing something. You know, with a crazy ton of loot in this particular section. A lot of loot. You're gonna have some place to put it down. We got this guy. We got this armor workbench we could use there. All right, let's get this terminal going. Doors open, heading in. Let's go. Going into Fort Hagen here. Okay, find the Robo Brain. Grab his loot. Super loot it all. Yeah, we're gonna be coming out of that side over there. See how fast the Overseer's Guardian can shoot, man? That's so awesome about it. You can just let loose on it. What are you doing over there? Waiting for it to blow up. The legendaries blow up, so keep that in mind. Ah, left leg legendary there. Heavy robot armor there.
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol.
Did you hear that? Nothing there now.
Could just jetpack up to the top there. Check that out. No textures.
Hey, I think someone's out.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizen will not be harmed. All clear.
Hopefully, that's the last of them.
You gonna come help out, or are you just gonna chill out there in the hallway? You're shooting at me. This way.
Shit! Lost him!
You did not just throw no molly at me. Sometimes you gotta rush him. Yeah, now show up after the battle's over. Nice job. All right, prepare for some serious
Make
loot
sure
here.
you don't leave anything useful behind.
I'm not leaving nothing behind. We taking it all. purified water. Taking it all the way down to the pillows and the plungers. Every little bottle cap, every little cigarette bud, taking it all. Help us rebuild the wasteland. Look at these wires going up into the ceiling there. Yeah, some Nuka-Cola on the ground. We'll check all of this. We got all that. Normally this is where you would sleep in the survival mode, so you could save. Because if you die, you'd be rolling back a whole bunch of times, which I've done many times. A lot of rollbacks.
That's it.
Look what we got here. Full set of XO1, even though I already have it. We're just going to grab it all. Now, you don't have to actually take the power armor frame. Just leave the power armor frame, take the armor. That's what I'm going to do. Now, if I had a companion that didn't have power armor, I can send them and put them in there as well. Typically, I'll bring someone like Nick Valentine and put them in the power armor so they can just carry it back. And I'm just going to grab the armor itself. Back this way. Jeez, terminal.
There we go.
Yeah, the first one was the one. Ha ha! This is a rando guess. There's mines and stuff there. Yeah, if I did come up here, the door's locked. I forgot that door is actually locked. That door's locked, so you can't come in that way anyway. Ah, another legendary. Crippling 44 pistol. A whole bunch of other loot. Somebody's having a drink. And they got shot, looked like. Loot, loot, get all the loots. Yeah, alright. Now we're talking. Top there, we already got all this. Gotta go back over here. All this stuff along the back side. And great way to look for bobbleheads and magazines is just to loot everything, and then you're kind of looking in every nook and cranny, and you'll run across those magazines, bobbleheads more often, because you're being more thorough in your looting. And sometimes I'll walk past stuff too. I'll miss it from time to time. I try to circle back, and most of this is just stuff I really don't even need to pick up anymore, but it will help in the long run, resources wise. Stuff up here. Sweep all this again. Great place to fix your armor, or even to use that as a storage area. Check this back here. Nothing back in the corner. That helmet. Get over here as well. What's up, Brave? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. I appreciate everybody hanging out in the channel, everybody. We're having a good time playing playthrough number 13 of Fallout 4. Right now playing modded. We're playing Rise of the Tycoon Empire, where we're expanding our empire right now by trying to get to the Mechanist layer and add that to our list of settlements. So we're just in here trying to get her done. Way to the right on that one.
Got it.
This actually goes back to this room where we were just at. We looted all of this. You can go either way. You can go through this room or you can go through that door. One of the things you got to watch out for, though, in this particular instance or particular thing is that there is a place in which you can put your loot that you can't come back and grab later. And that's coming up here in a bit. Isn't there two doorways? There's a doorway here. And then, yeah, another doorway there. We got both doorways. All right. We're ready to move on. Now, I can put the stuff down in here, and I can come back and access it later and come down the ramp. But I'm just going to carry the stuff with me. Let's go. Got Jangles the Moon Monkey down here. What's up, Jangles? Man, so much resources. Okay, I better check my bullets too, because we're about to get into some action here. Lots of loot. Okay. Shush. All right, play.
All right, Brainbox. Ivy wants me to find out what makes you tick. So let's get started.
There's no need for that. I'm certain we can discuss this rather unfortunate situation before it gets completely out of hand. What exactly did this Ivy tell you to do?
Simple. She wants me to crack open that dome you have for a head and find out how your brain is connected to your circuits.
Perhaps I can be of assistance in that regard. After all, there isn't much else I can do. Now that you've removed my head from its chassis, how about we forge some sort of an accord? Just between the two of us.
What the hell is an accord? You talking about wires or something?
Right. I need to phrase this so even a dullard like you would understand. Let me put it this way. You need information that's going to make your boss happy. I want to keep my brain in one piece. Maybe we can cut a deal.
Fine. I'm listening.
I'll tell you everything I know about my own construction. All the bits that Ivy wants to hear. And I promise you, She won't be disappointed. In return, you keep those tools away from me and put me back onto my body. You get what you want, and I don't get dissected like some kind of a laboratory experiment. Do we have a deal?
Well, that would save me a lot of time. And Ivy doesn't like waiting. Tell you what, you start talking, and I'll stop drilling. After I tell Ivy everything, we'll see how happy she really gets. But I think I'm gonna leave your head in that machine for now, just in case you decide to get any smart ideas. How's that for a deal?
I suppose it will have to suffice. I mean, yeah, it's a deal.
Do not interfere with security operations.
Powering down weapons, sir.
Whoa. I don't think I've ever went and talked to that guy first. Whoa, that was scary. Normally I talk to the robot first. Jezebel.
You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. Why are you trying to get us killed? You don't look like one of the Rust Devils. What are you doing here?
Hunting down a radar beacon.
A radar beacon? How very interesting. That's a very specific part to be searching for. And you don't look like the typical part scavenger type to me. I calculate a 98.8% chance that you're looking for the Mechanist. If I'm correct, and I usually am, then perhaps we can help each other with our respective predicaments.
I could definitely use the help.
I thought you might say something like that. Now, how can I put this as simple as possible so someone at your processing speed can understand? In order to find the Mechanist, you're going to need more than just my radar beacon. You're going to need access to the facility. I'm willing to provide said access, but you'll have to fulfill 2 simple conditions. 1, you need to get me as far away as you can from these lunatics. And 2, find me a new body. Once both conditions are satisfied, I'll gladly provide you with everything you need. Do we have a deal?
How do I know you'll keep up your end of the bargain?
Even though there's a human brain floating in a biogel inside my head, I'm still bound by my original programming. It pains me to admit it, but one of my directives states that I cannot lie. Ever. So, while I'm not the most charming robot you've ever encountered, the last thing I'm going to do is violate an agreement we've made. Now that we have that out of the way, do we have a deal?
Deal.
A wise decision. Once we're at our destination, I'll happily relinquish my radar beacon as a gesture of good faith. Now, I strongly suggest you stop loitering in the middle of a hostile location and get us both out of here at once.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Watch the tripwires. I'd rather keep myself intact today, thank you. Maybe I could carry some of that for you.
Yeah, you could, but you couldn't carry enough of it, I don't think. Let's see.
Look alive.
Yes, sir? Sure. Go ahead and take a look.
How much can you carry? Let's see. Oh, you can carry a lot. You can carry a lot of stuff. Glad we upgraded her. It's not going to be enough, though. Doesn't matter how much I give my companions, because I carry so much stuff. It very rarely is it enough where I'm not overburdened for more than like a minute. I'll be overburdened again. Yeah, see, she's full. So, even if I tried to do it, it's a waste of time. I might as well just grab it all back. It's just a waste of time, because it's not. She doesn't have enough to carry all this anyway. So, full future bar. Well, yeah, you come by and you do this again, and some of this you don't even remember. I remember looting down here, but I don't remember what all the specific loot is. here? From Ivy. Whoever resets the scores, I will find you and have your head. Scores. 000. Automatron tape. Let's go. Oh. Spacebar is shoot. How do I tell it to shoot another direction? I can't kill those. I sworn you could shoot in different directions. Oh. Should have probably looked at the controls. Like Robotron, everybody. Got me another, oh, look, there's like one shooting little stars at me. Ah! I have to shoot the people. Oh, blew up on the thing. Well, I got the wave 5. No. Quit game. Yes. There we go. Got a little Robotron in while I'm in the middle of running around.
Guess they were right. Who's there?
And now she's really gonna be mad. I stole her, I stole her game.
Getting shook up over nothing.
Oh, you getting shook up over something. Some stuff about to go down.
Someone there?
Go on, Ada.
You really are taking the path of most...
Just noise. Just noise. Huh. Hearing shit.
Here, over here. That takes care of that. Found the target again.
Getting tired yet?
I've lost them, sir.
Why do they always gotta fight back?
Never fear, sir. We'll emerge victorious.
Headshot. Yeah, that is pretty deadly. She's got that Assaultron head laser, man. In the survival mode, the Assaultrons can one-shot you with that head laser.
I'm just getting started.
Are you?
Shit! Lost him. Scared, huh? You should be.
No, let's loot first.
We made it.
Oh, okay. Something behind me there.
Beer.
Well done, sir.
up above. Oh, nice, Adam. Ada, however you say it. So much lower. It's another good place to drop your stuff in these power armor stations if you're overburdened. But me, I just carry it with me. I don't have to come back for it. Just carry it all. In the survival mode also, normally when you're carrying a lot of stuff, you actually can break your legs and take damage from carrying too much stuff in the survival mode. But I'm already past that stage. You gotta, if you get to a certain part of strong back perk, it no longer does that. Does it in the beginning, which is really funny. You're walking around and your legs are constantly broken because you've got too much stuff on you. Done many a playthrough where that's happened. Alright. Welding goggles. Lots of goodies in here. Again, trying to expand our empire right now. Nope, can't use it because I gotta get out of my power armor. There's a chair in the way because you gotta sit down in the chair. Mechanist. Disaster. And there we go. Now again, I've read all of those before, and I've read them out on stream multiple times, so I don't read them all out anymore. I think we've done it enough. Now we're just making our way through, getting into trouble. Zero in on that shot. Oh, free ammo. Free ammo. Vectron Scourge. Got owned.
Yes.
Wasn't trying to get your attention. I was just trying to get the loot. Gotta get out of the power armor again.
Head over there.
I'll take care of it.
Just trying to get out of my power armor.
Yes.
It was the first one again. Ha ha, that's funny. I could deactivate the
I
turret,
often
but I'm not
forget
going
people
to.
need to use the keyboard to access a terminal.
Yep. Bowling ball with some bowling pins there. Just random loot laying around. Snatching it all up for later. Oh, help defend Jamaica Plains. I got all the turrets or not. Move it over here. And there was this Rust Devil that was up here. Go that way in a minute. Go out here and get all this loot. Not loot that you can ignite. these turrets earlier. We got all the loot. Think so. Onward. Our goal is to try to clear out this instance and make our way out of here. That's where we were down there earlier.
Based on my limited experience with you, I estimate a 65% chance of making it out of here. Not optimal. An increase in effort could have an impact on the odds.
Yeah, and I forget what's in here. I don't know if there's like stuff on the top or not. I'm always looking over the top of stuff, looking up. Very few people look up in games and in life. Good to look up just in case there's some stuff up there. Might be a good time to save too. There we go. Do some quick saving before we move on. Oh, okay. I see where I'm at. Ada. The heck are you?
This is the one that ripped my head off. I demand we rip her head off.
Negative sensor read. Weapons cold.
You can hide? There you are, you little bastard!
Get wrecked.
Had I a body, I would have killed her myself. Oh well. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Good job, human.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you gotta watch out for this Gorgon Saltron, man. I've been killed by that sucker before. She'll come out and one-shot you. This is actually legendary T60 armor right here. Good stuff. Legendary loot. All right. That was pretty much it. We got that done. Record time. Grab a little bit more loot and we're out of here. Get out of here, mannequin. Locking my ability to get that loot. Okay, we also got a Tesla rifle with this as well. Definitely want to get in here. Yeah. Tricky one.
Nice.
Check it out. Bunch of mini nukes in here. Sweet. And if that other armor wasn't cool enough, we also got a legendary Saltron head, which you can actually use as a weapon, which is cool. Irradiates other mobs and whatnot. You can also hold it down to charge it up and do a big blast with it. A fun weapon to try out. I got locked in there or something. I also like to hold down E and pick these things up. Left mouse button to rotate it to see if there's anything in those. And then we got a basketball in there. And man, we're walking away with a bunch of really sweet loot. Again, sometimes I'll leave loot like in a container and then I'll go back for it. But in this case, I just brought it all with me. And so we're ready to get on out of here. I actually don't have to walk out. I can just teleport out as well. But it does say I need to exit. So maybe I'll just exit the normal way. Just so it doesn't get glitched or something.
Thank goodness we are out of that hole. Don't think your job is done. I refuse to cooperate until you provide a body that meets my standards.
Okay, well, good to know. All right, we're out of here. Back to Sanctuary. Boom! We're out of here. What's up, Yum? Grand... I think it's trying to put an M in there. I think you're trying to put an M in there. Maybe next time. Oh, there's some action. Here we go. Let's get into it. Look at this guy. Thanks for the loot. Don't be taking on the Kismet kill box. Whoa! Look out! Dog meat got you. Good job, dog meat. Dog meat's on the job. I come help, but I'm massively overburdened. Hey, don't you hit my dog!
Engaging hostile target.
Dog meat got another one of them. Go get him, dog meat. You got this.
Are you injured, sir?
Gunners are the best, man. They usually bring the best loot. The gunner got no foot left. All right, look at them all mobilizing. Some of them are carrying 50 cows. Look at that. The cool thing is they put this siren on and off. The actual settlers themselves will do it. Come on, running around with their 50 cows. Looking good, guys. Oh, he's got a fire spitter there. All right, we got any bodies over here that I need to loot? Now, I usually attack from those three sides. Only occasionally, pretty rarely, do they come across the bridge from Red Rocket. Usually those are ghouls that do that. But there is a few gunners over here who foolishly thought they would attack my primary base. I literally have turrets all up on the side there. Giant mega build over here. But they thought they would get a little rowdy. And you can see how it worked out. Not so good for them. Any other peeps? Yeah, right here. Thanks for all the loot, guys. Appreciate it. I like lots of loot. Alright, I think we got all the loots. Or at least enough that I feel like getting. Then we'll have it go and sort all the loot for us automatically. So what I'm going to do is take a bunch of resources that I just collected from that instance and then from those peeps attacking. And then have my whole manufacturing do its thing over here. Let's go. Drop all that in there. It'll take care of all that stuff. And again, I keep all the legendaries to put in my little legendary storage. Bracers, lead. Oh, that's from my power armor. Get out of there. There we go. Then all of this. A lot of loot. T60 there. put the rest of this T60 in there. Or actually, we should put it over with our other stuff. Yeah, wow, we got a bunch of T60 in here. And the Brotherhood, probably when the Brotherhood Knights got killed. We'll keep all that in there. We'll just get the... Oh, we got Raider power armor in here as well. Let's just take all the power armor and we'll drop it off over there. Oh, sturdy super mutant stuff. We'll keep that too. XO1 helmets. All sorts of stuff in here. Spike armor, cage armor. Yeah, okay. What else? All the junk in there. Don't need to do ammo. We've got some legendary there. And again, we got Tesla T60 armor there from that fight. And I think that's all I want to put in here. And then in this cooler, I keep a bunch of bottles. Oh, and the miniguns too. A couple miniguns in there. Okay. So we'll do that, and we'll take the rest of this back to Sanctuary. Let's go. And we'll talk to Ada here in a bit. We'll go ahead and get this going on. You never have enough resources. This is 100% true. 100% true. I just, I have thousands and thousands of resources. But then again, I am doing massive mega builds, so you're gonna need a lot. And I don't ever make it where it's like, hey, you get infinite resources. I think you should earn it. I'm the old school way. You should go out and earn those resources. Then do mega build. That's much more impressive. All right, we're gonna put all this various power armor in here and deal with it later, along with this and some other Raider power armor. More armor there, some super mutant stuff as well. We'll save that for certain special someone later on. And we got a full set of XO1 there, but we already have a set. And some goggles and stuff. Then I also have this thing here, which is like miscellaneous stuff. So if I have a bunch of random miscellaneous stuff, like books and games and stuff, I just go ahead and throw it in here. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, let's talk to Ada. Or Ada.
Hey.
How may I be of service?
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're
Of
done.
course. Shouldn't take but a moment. There you go. Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
More info about robo-brains.
What else do you know about them, Ada?
Quite simply, it's the first time General Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
Now that you have the final radar beacon, will it be enough to track down the Mechanist's
I
location?
certainly hope so. I've already started the calculations while we've been having this conversation. That still doesn't explain why you need that head back.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the Mechanist's facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well lately.
Don't be ridiculous. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have gotten this far already.
That's kind of you to say. Ever since I let my friends die in that caravan, I feel like I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but it's obvious that having my personality mode on is causing me to make mistakes. I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility, and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Okay, well, let's do it. New automatron.
You certainly know your way around a workbench.
Jezebel hit. Okay. Hydraulic frame. What kind of body does she want? Maybe I'll make her into Sentry. Give her all the best stuff. Give her a, what's that flaming shish kebab thing? There we go. Gatton laser.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
What kind of body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything else would have been better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's the best I can do.
Yes. Well, it's certainly better than being stuck to a machine surrounded by rust devils, poking and prodding me for their amusement. Look, it's obvious we don't care for each other's company, which suits me just fine, so why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Why so uncooperative?
Why did General Atomics make you so uncooperative?
I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking about. I am a top-of-the-line model, with an efficiency rating that makes Mr. Handy look like a glorified toaster oven. When given a set of instructions, I will complete them without question, and without error. Now, Were there any other ridiculous questions you wanted to ask?
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The Mechanist, amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex side effects.
The Mechanist gave you these instructions? To kill people?
Well, not exactly. The specific instruction was to help people. I merely interpreted the most efficient way to perform my duties. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the human's death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary, but given your minimal intellect, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you don't understand.
Hope this doesn't happen in real life, everybody. It feels too real right now. Too real.
Can we stop with the petty bickering and just get to the part where you tell me how to access the Mechanist's facility?
I promised to answer your questions, and unlike humans, I don't have the capacity to lie. It's rather simple, really. In order to gain entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There. I've fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at all.
All right. Automatron 418. Forgot
This
to
should prove
rename.
interesting. I wonder what you'll build next.
Jezebel. Got to rename her to Jezebel. There you go. Now Jezebel is going to chill out in my location, everybody, and actually become the defender of this location. Because she'll just chill out here and just wander around, get into trouble. And anybody attacks this location, she's going to wipe them out. Big time. Okay, so now we got to speak to Ada again.
Hey.
I'd be happy to help if I can. I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel. I hope she wasn't too difficult.
Nope.
Is there a chance these robots could be misinterpreting orders?
Yes, I've considered the possibility. The contradictory nature of the Mechanist's broadcasts are troubling, but the truth is, regardless of intent, the Mechanist needs to be stopped. These robots are too much a threat. Were you able to discover how to gain access to the Mechanist?
Can we trust Jezebel?
Think we can trust what Jezebel said? I'm hoping she doesn't have her own interpretation of the word access, too.
We'll soon find out. What did she have to say?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
Did you have any ideas?
I am at an impasse. I wish to see the Mechanist endure the same fate as my friends, but I know this to be due to my personality subroutine. When I compartmentalize, I want to know reason and motive before passing judgment. This is why I leave the decision to you. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install.
I do. Let's go. MSAT. Okay.
Hey,
What can I do for you?
Ada.
Here you are. I hope these help.
What? What'd she give me? It didn't say. Okay, let's take care of our food and water stuff here because we're in survival mode. Roast up some more crispy squirrel bits. All right. Get our food going on. Right over here. There we go. More purified water. How we doing on room? We got plenty of room. Purified water. Man, look at all that stuff. That's a lot of loot there. Right here. Let's go about, right there is good. And again, I grabbed my stem packs, everybody. I have 790 of them in here, and they don't weigh anything because I flipped that back on. We're in the normal mode all the way up until you get to the survival mode. This stuff doesn't weigh anything, but you can also turn it back off where it doesn't weigh anything anymore through mods that I added to the game. So pretty cool. All right, so now I can just run around with all my stem packs and not have to worry about it. Okay, got that done, and then we're gonna go for 7 hours here for the resting up. Get our well rested. Got it. Then we need some antibiotics, more water, maybe a little bit of radiation removal, and an F5 save. And there we go. Got it going on. All right, here we go. Going to the Kismet Love Train. Let's go for it. All right, everybody. I spent way too much time fixing my Fallout 4 today, so I think we'll do the smart thing, and that is to call it right there. And basically call it for tonight. We'll come back later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And have some more fun in Fallout 4. We'll continue along on that quest line. You can see it's right over here. We're going to come back Thursday night doing some Fallout 4 Rise of the Tycoon Empire, the ultimate modded playthrough. We're adding mods to add to the storyline of the Rise of the Tycoon Empire, which is really fun. And we got all of our mods fixed for the latest version of Fallout 4 as well, where they did add a bunch of other stuff as well, some what do you call it? Some Creation Club. There we go. Creation Club stuff as well. And we'll get eventually to all of that. But right now we were just trying to unlock a whole bunch of more, or whichever ones we can, of these settlements. And so we're going to try to come back and finish the Mechanist later tonight. And then potential bonus stream on Friday. We'll see how it goes. Maybe some 7 Days to Die. Maybe some Outer Worlds 2. Maybe some Astroneer. We'll see. But definitely be back on Saturday. Also, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my crew. Playing some 7 Days to Die. And then, of course, some solo 7 days on Sunday. So lots lined up, everybody. Got so much stuff lined up. So much cool stuff coming up. As well as going to be featured on the homepage on the 11th of February. So very cool of Twitch, by the way. I've been on the homepage several times. They're super kind to me over there, but I appreciate everybody over on Twitch showing me so much love. No matter where you're watching me, everybody, make sure to hit that follow button as well. If you're over on YouTube, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe. I do multi-stream to 6 different platforms at the same time. I am a Twitch partner and a YouTube partner. I do appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out in the stream tonight. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys some love by giving you a whole bunch of kids caps in the chat right over there. Big time for being super smart, hanging out all the way in the stream. Now you can help out the stream, by the way, everybody, by just following those links you're going to find popping up there in the chat. Pop over to youtube.com/KismetBP, hit that subscribe button. Do the same thing over on Twitter, twitter.com/KismetBP, hit the follow button there. Check out the Discord, check out the website, especially consider becoming a patron over on patreon.com/Kismet. Thanks to all these awesome people scrolling up over here. And of course, thanks to all my Patreon supporters right down there below as well. That's it for me. Again, going to rest up, come back, and really go to it when we come back later tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you all then. Thanks for being here. Bye, everybody.
Hi, this is Norbert. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you